Thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lakeland School Board business meeting. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd. Please note a 7:06 p.m. start time. If everyone would please rise for the flag. Maggie, if you would lead us off this evening.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Maggie. This evening, I'm going to ask Mrs. Roberts if you can please serve as our interim secretary. Thank you. We'll start off with roll call.
Present.
For Roberts, present. Mark Solomon,
Present.
Joseph Sullivan,
Present.
Amy Trembeck-Ball, present. Maggie Pitzman,
Present.
Olivia Cunningham, absent. Dr. Wyant,
Present.
and Attorney Richard Fanucci.
Present.
Please let the record reflect we have 6 board members. We will move forward. We have a quorum. In regard to executive sessions, we had an executive session this evening, and we also had an executive session on April 14th. Both were in regard to personnel and contract negotiations. Informational items, Dr. White, do we have any informational items?
We have a few, but I think that maybe we can
Reverse it?
do
Okay.
recognition of our students and our group that we're recognizing. this
Okay,
evening.
we'll start off with we'll jump down from informational items to student recognition, and we'll start off with our recognition this evening for the month of March. I'll turn it over to Vice Principal Rosencrantz.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to honor our March Senior Students of the Month. It's hard to believe that we're at April already. It's going by quick. But our 2 students that we had were Chloe Harhut and Weston Loomis. So the teachers nominating our 2 students here first said about Chloe. Chloe is a remarkable student that puts forth a positive attitude daily and has an outstanding work ethic. Chloe's a member of the Drama Club, Drill Team, FBLA, FCCLA, SAD, and National Honor Society. The teachers nominating Weston said, Weston is a very intelligent. He excels academically, takes challenging courses, and is always respectful to his peers. Weston is a member of the varsity football team, National Honor Society, and FBLA. I'll turn it over to our honorees.
Good evening, members of the board, the administration, and all others in attendance. I'd like to begin by thanking you all for allowing me this opportunity to speak and giving me the honor of being named Senior of the Month. My experience, along with the experience of all my peers here at Lakeland, have been one shaped by the incredible sense of community fostered by you and the plethora of others that work every day to ensure that this school is welcoming to all of its students. From the teachers who work tirelessly to ensure we all receive a quality education, the janitors and maintenance staff that continuously clean and fix everything in sight to keep the school running, and the coaches who sacrifice their time to push us past our limits and help us improve in the sports we love, these people work together to make Lakeland what it is today. In my own experience, the bond and community fostered by the coaches, trainers, and all members of the varsity football team is second to none at Lakeland. Every single coach and player will drop whatever they are doing to help another member of the team, and each and every person considers the other a member of their family. My actual family, primarily my parents, have also played a large part in my time here. They continue to involve themselves in everything I do to ensure that I'm able to focus on school and sports without any worry. So again, I'd like to thank the board and every other member of the administration here for allowing me this time and giving me this honor.
Hello, my name is Chloe Harhut. Thank you so much for recognizing me at this meeting. I wanted to talk a little bit about my time here at Lakeland. Some people may not look back on their high school days with joy, but I can safely say I will. I can attribute that to Drama Club, Drill Team, and all the clubs and teams I'm a part of. All of these activities have helped me to grow as a person. My favorite year of high school would have to be senior year. This year, I was able to make new friends, take advanced classes, and experience new activities. On top of that, certain teachers really make school extra enjoyable. I'd like to thank all of my teachers who have supported me and taught me throughout my years. As I graduate this year, I will always hold my Lakeland memories close to my heart. Thank you.
Congratulations again to both this evening. Okay, do we want to move to our group? Okay. All right. Okay, so we started something a couple months ago where we are recognizing some of the teams, some of the clubs, some of the unique groups within the district. And this board meeting, I'm going to read here what's on the plaque. We would like to recognize the cast and crew of the SpongeBob musical. In recognition of the extraordinary dedication, talent, and collaboration demonstrated by the cast and crew of the SpongeBob musical, the school board proudly honors your outstanding achievement. Your commitment to excellence, countless hours of preparation, and passion for the arts resulted in a performance that inspired, entertained, and brought our school and community together. This production stands as a testament to what can be accomplished through hard work, creativity, and teamwork. Congratulations on truly a remarkable accomplishment on behalf of the Board of Education. So congratulations. So how about we have everyone come on down, and we're going to do a group photo over here by the stairwell. Maggie. Group photo. Shut this off.
I'm too old.
My phone.
Leave me alone. I turned 80.
Come on, Joseph. Come on, jump.
High school years, we would have all the ideas. What kind of faces to make.
It was awesome.
Oh, my God, thank God.
That's it, we lost the audience.
Yeah, I gotta shut this off. I gotta shut this off.
All right. Okay. We'll move back to informational items. Dr. Wyatt?
Yes. All right, just a few quick things. One, probably most people heard there were PSSA issues with PSSA testing yesterday. We were impacted by those issues. It was a statewide problem with DRC, and it was rectified after a period of time, but we postponed testing at the elementary school. Our high school was able to finish the testing, and it was rectified, thankfully, in time. Today, we had very happy to report that it was very smooth. just want to thank our staff and our students and our administrators for yesterday. It was pretty stressful for the first day of testing to have an issue like that, but everybody really did a great job of keeping their composure. Students were incredible, as we would expect, and everyone was very patient. And so again, you know, it was a DRC statewide issue, but proud of the way it was handled, and today was much smoother. So we're hopeful that the remainder of the testing period is uneventful. Also want to point out that today is Administrative Professionals Day. So we were celebrating in all of the offices throughout the district, and it gives us an opportunity to offer publicly a big thank you to Joyce, to Stephanie, to Kylie, to Irene, to Candace, to Jessica, to Melissa, and to Nicholas. I've said to just about all of them, I don't know what we do without them, and it's nice that today on Administrative Professionals Day we could thank them publicly for all that they do for us and for our students in our district. The other thing I just wanted to call attention to motion 4A, and we identified a lot of this during the work session, so I'll be very quick, but motion 4A is a resolution that calls upon the Pennsylvania legislature to not only deliver an on-time budget, which is really important, but to also rectify inadequate state funding to address mandated cost increases for which that burden continues to fall on our local taxpayers. In the past decade, mandated costs associated with special education, pension, and charter tuition have increased for our district by $6,872,834. In that same time, our state subsidy increased by $1,417,916, and that leaves a shortfall of $5,454,918, and that shortfall has been borne by the local taxpayers of the Lakeland School District. And that funding that would otherwise go directly to our students, our facilities over the past decade, that burden has been increasingly shouldered by our local taxpayers. We call upon the state to provide the necessary funds to provide our students with the educational opportunities that they deserve, including access to high-quality career and technical education, because that is another area that Pennsylvania really needs to make sure they're investing in. So I just wanted to call attention to that particular motion and that resolution. And that's it for informational items. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wyatt. Okay, we'll move on to public comment on agenda items only. Yep. Rose?
answer. No, I'm trying to. Oh, sorry. Okay, so for 4A, the question of, do we think we're going to be successful with the state, and have we contacted legislators? Do I think the state is going to step in and clear a $2 million deficit? I do not, and that would be unrealistic. Right now, we're lobbying and advocating very hard to ensure that we don't miss out on any of the funding that is proposed in the governor's proposed budget, which is with our adequacy dollars, our basic ed funding, and our special ed funding, approximately $425,000, $300,000 of that coming from adequacy. With regard to our legislators, we're in constant contact with our legislators, and I mean that. I email with them. We've had them up to visit. I'm going to Harrisburg on May 5th to meet with not only our local legislators, but also other legislators within the PA Senate and PA House to talk about the fact that our local taxpayers are shouldering far too big of a burden to fund our public schools, because just as our local taxpayers' bills and every cost that they incur is going up, so is the school districts, right? And so that can't continue to be borne by local taxpayers, and that is the message. So advocating very hard and in close contact with with our legislators. With regard to the question of 4B, the suspension, that particular motion is a requirement by the Department of Education. You must pass that resolution at least 60 days before passing your final budget if you want to consider eliminating a position that is not done by attrition, meaning there is an employee that would essentially be furloughed as a result of that elimination. So this resolution does not affirmatively eliminate that position. It just provides the board the option to eliminate that position. If that position were to be eliminated, estimated savings would be $109,000 roughly. And that's specifically for that position, that motion, and that's only that. With regard to 5C, transportation, we maximize our transportation subsidy, and our buses are packed, and our buses have pretty long runs. So I know that there are some buses that pull out that might look like they don't have that many students on them. But those buses only have that because they go so far out that we can't make stops beforehand. Otherwise, students could be on for 90 minutes, and that's not something we're willing to do. We have eliminated multiple bus runs in the last 3 years. We have elementary runs where kids are 3 to a seat, which is legal, but that is the maximum you can do. So with regard to transportation, have we seen an increase in cost? Not really. The only thing that did recently kick in was there is a fuel surcharge that if diesel reaches $5.98 per gallon or more on Friday, and that's using the AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre Metro area average for that week. On Friday, if it's over $5.98, the school district pays the difference based on the mileage that's run. We're fortunate that it didn't get much higher than that, but we will incur a small cost that will increase transportation. But overall on transportation, we really, really maximize our subsidy. We don't offer transportation to students in the area within Mayfield where we're not compelled to. So we have really maximized transportation. There's nothing more we can do with transportation, is what I would say when it comes to busing. There's really, really nothing more we can do other than continuing to look at runs and seeing where we can collapse. With regard to the minutes do reflect the topic, and I understand what you're saying about details. It does meet the requirements of the Sunshine Law. I know that you offered it only as an example, but I don't think there's any level of detail that could be provided that would help somebody understand common level ratio, right? I understand the sentiment, definitely, but I don't think that we could possibly do that, capture that within the minutes. But we do make sure that our minutes are reflective of the requirements of the Sunshine Law. I don't know about, somebody having come in and made it, we've gotten a hand slap on that. I know we haven't, obviously, during my tenure, but what we record is appropriate per the Sunshine Law. The financial situation with approximately $900,000, I'm not sure what that was in reference to.
Well, I asked you what the deficit was, and you thought it was approximately 900,000, but I see now it's closer to 2 million.
Last month?
Yeah, we spoke about I asked you if you had a figure of what our deficit.
No, 900,000 was what we expected to lose this fiscal year. I believe, and I'd have to go back, I don't know for sure, but I thought that you had asked about what the projected deficit was, because we were projecting 2 million ever since we got our recent information on just what increases we're facing. Our expected realized loss this year is $900,000. And that's less than the proposed budget. We were able to cut approximately, I want to say 600,000 off what we budgeted and what the realized loss is. The final question, what is Commonwealth Charter's secret? I don't think they have a secret. The product they offer is different wholly than the product we offer. And what we pay them is prescribed by the state of Pennsylvania. I have talked ad nauseum about the flaws that I see in that funding formula. The state has done some work to rectify it. In my opinion, they haven't done enough. Part of the conversations that I'll have when I'm fortunate enough to be face-to-face with legislators. But the bottom line is, we do send out mailers. We sent out invitations last year to just come in and have a conversation with parents, and we had a parent take us up on it. We had a lovely conversation, and in the end, Commonwealth Charter was where they felt it was the right place for their child, and we certainly wouldn't begrudge them that. So, you know, if we offer our own cyber program to try and, you know, provide a Lakeland option, but the bottom line is cyber charter costs, and I gave you a copy of that slide deck. You'll see it in there. There's not a school that it's the #1 concern of every school district from a financial standpoint in the state. So we're continuing to advocate for reform there.
And here's another thing, you talk about the minutes, that you just gave all these comments, very informative, but there won't be not one word of anything that you just said. So I don't understand why it's, and just because, or you're quoting the Sunshine Law, but just because it doesn't mean you can't do it. I just think detail is important. Okay.
Any other comment on the agenda? No? Okay, we'll move to our student representative report. Maggie?
All right, starting off with our spring sports, our baseball and softball teams are about halfway through their season. Our baseball team has a pretty good record, 6-3. They actually played here today against Carbondale, so we can make that 7-3 because they had a big win. Our softball team is also doing good, and they played here today against Carbondale. Our boys and girls varsity track teams have been having a great season as well. At the North Penn Invitational Meet, we had multiple medalists, including Kaylin Davis, Naomi Root, and Bria Hill. Bria Hill also deserves a huge shout out because she recently broke the record that our school had for the 200-meter dash and the 400-meter dash. And both of those great accomplishments led her to be this week's Times Tribune Athlete of the Week. And last but not least, our unified track team was invited to attend the first ever combined meet last week where our unified team got to compete against local high school teams. And for our student life, our Envirothon team competed today on Earth Day. They have a little science competition that they love to do each year. Our Future Business Leaders of America Club just got back from States. We sent 13 students from our school to go to Hershey, and we actually had 2 place in the top 10 in their topics, Paul Chu and Patrick Goldoski. Our seniors just came back from their awesome class trip to Boston. We were able to see a Red Sox game, go to the Museum of Ice Cream, the aquarium, and a duck boat tour, and I could safely say all 37 of us had a great time. Our Student Council Club just attended their regional conference, where a bunch of our students got to go and bring back ideas for our council. Caitlin Nichols and Kate Basilego were able to have their own workshop run that day. It was a leadership escape room, and Olivia Basilega, Peyton Martin, and myself were able to be recognized for being conference professionals for the regional board this year of Student Council. As you mentioned, our 7th and 8th graders are fighting through their PSSAs this week and next week, and all of our older students are getting ready for AP testing, which starts soon, so we're all really locking in to cram studying. And most exciting, our prom is coming up on May 9th at the Manor on Main. It's being run by the juniors, and they're hosting us a night in the glamorous garden.
Thanks, Maggie. A lot of content, very exciting. Okay, we'll move on to our legislative report, which is Mr. Benesky, so no report this evening. NEIU, Mrs. Rummers?
No updates tonight.
Okay. CTC is me, no updates. Correspondence, Dr. Wyand?
No correspondence this
No
evening.
correspondence. Okay, we'll move on to, on to the motions. I will make a motion, 1A, to make a motion to approve the agenda items, and 1B, I will make a motion to approve the March 18th, 2026 regular business board meeting minutes per enclosure 1A. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motions 1A and 1B pass. 2A, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Matthew Cohen as a full-time, long-term substitute occupational therapist for the 2026-2027 school year at Step 9, Masters plus 30, salary of $62,301, per the terms of the 2024-2027 LEA Collective Bargaining Agreement.
I second.
On the question? Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts, yes. Mr. Solomon?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trumback-Ball?
Yes.
2A passes. B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to accept the letter of resignation from Ashley Hightower, special education paraprofessional, effective March 31st, 2026.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? B passes. C, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to appoint the following homebound teachers with compensation per the terms of the 2024-2027 LEA Collective Bargaining Agreement as listed.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? C passes. D, please.
Retirement from Kevin Sullivan, elementary principal, effective June 30th, 2026.
Second. I should have said.
I don't think, he doesn't have to abstain from this one.
No.
I
Could
second
use them at
it.
home.
I second it.
On the question, I think we have a few comments. On the question?
No question, no.
No? Do you have any comments?
I do have, yeah, you want me to go now?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I just want to, number one, I want to congratulate Mr. Sullivan for a stellar career in education, 25 years with the Lakeland School District, 21 as the principal of Mayfield campus. That is a remarkable, remarkable run in a position where he was leading a building and doing it very, very well. And he's impacted the lives of so many of our students and so many of our faculty members. And he's shared with me just how much that has meant to him throughout his time. And I have to say, from our perspective, I know I was only here for a little over 5 of those 24 years and 21 at Mayfield, but I've grown to admire Mr. Sullivan. I've certainly grown to respect Mr. Sullivan, and I know that he will be missed by all of the students, all of the parents, all of the faculty and staff, and certainly by his administrative colleagues. So we wish him the very best in retirement. Very happy for him, but it is bittersweet to see him go. He's done a phenomenal job.
On behalf of his late mother and myself, thank you for them kind words.
And I just want to wish Kevin the very best as he starts his new chapter in life. So I'll have more to say when I see him in person at one of our upcoming work sessions. So congrats to Mr. Sullivan. Anyone else on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion D passes. 3A, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of student 459041540 for independent study or release time privileges for the 2025-2026 academic year as per enclosure 3A.
I second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion 3A passes. B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to approve the final 2025-2026 district calendar reflecting a commencement date of June 12th, 2026, and the last day of school as June 10th, 2026.
Second.
On the question, roll call, please.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts? Yes. Mr. Solomon?
Yes,
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trembeck Ball?
Yes.
and I believe we need a supermajority on that one, which we have. Motion 3B passed. 3C, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agreement between Lakeland School District and Marikey, Pennsylvania for the 2026-2027 school year per enclosure 3C.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? C passes. 4A, please.
Mr. President, I motion to adopt a resolution urging the Pennsylvania General Assembly to fulfill its constitutional obligation to adequately fund public education by continuing and increasing basic education funding through the fair funding formula, significantly increasing special education funding, supporting school infrastructure needs, and ensuring sufficient resources for career and technical education. In
Second.
order-
Cool.
Okay, we have a little more to go. Go ahead.
In order.
In order to address rising mandated costs, reduce the burden on local taxpayers, and provide all students with access to high-quality education per enclosure 4A.
Second.
On the question, Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts? Yes. Mr. Solomon?
Yes,
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trembeck Ball?
Yes.
4A passes. 4B, please.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt a resolution of intent to suspend professional employees in the 2026-2027 fiscal year as further explained in the full resolution per enclosure 4B.
Second.
On the question, roll call, please.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts? Yes. Mr. Solomon?
Yes,
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trembeck Ball?
Yes.
B passes. 5A, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to approve the list of bills for March 11th, 2026 through April 14th, 2026 per enclosure 5A.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 5A passes. B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the treasurer's report for March 2026 per enclosure 5B.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? B passes. C, please.
Mr. President, I motion to approve the following bus contracts for transportation services for the 26-27 school year, including Boyarski Busing per enclosure 5C, David Shalasta per enclosure 5D, David Erblad Shalasta per enclosure 5E, DKB Transportation per enclosure 5F, Frontastic per enclosure 5G, and Maz Transportation per enclosure 5H.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mrs. Roberts? Yes. Mr. Solomon?
I abstain. I have a family member that drives for one of the bus contractors.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trembeck Ball?
Yes.
Motion 5C passes. 5D, please.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the True Green Commercial Agreement per enclosure 5L, 5I, I'm sorry.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? D passes. E, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to approve the agreement between the Lakeland School District and the Interim Health Care for Medical Field Trip Services per enclosure 5J.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? E passes. F, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposed CTC operating budget for the 2026-2027 school year per enclosure 5K.
Second.
On the question, roll call, please.
Ms. Brunzel?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts? Yes. Mr. Solomon?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Trembeck Ball?
Yes.
Motion 5F passes. Dr. Wyatt, do we have any miscellaneous?
We do not.
Do we have any public comment? Any public comment, anyone? No. Yeah. Any other comment, Rose? No? Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second by Dr. Trimback-Wall. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Please, Madam Secretary, please note a 7:43 PM adjournment time. Meeting concluded. Safe travels home, everyone, and congratulations again to all the members of the cast and crew.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Taking up their real estate. This is their state.
I know, we're on their